Some people say it's the best in the series. Other people say it never quite lived up to the lofty bar set by the original game. But today, we're looking at Bioshock Infinite and figuring out whether it flies or falls.
Started up a channel, reviewing all his games. Now he's going absolutely insane. Whoa, it's Sinny's pile of shame.
Bioshock Infinite is a first-person shooter developed by Irrational Games and published by 2K Games. It's the third installment in the Bioshock series and was released in 2013. The game is set in the year 1912 and follows its hard-boiled protagonist, Booker DeWitt, who is sent to the airborne city of Columbia to retrieve an imprisoned young woman named Elizabeth. After a daring rescue, the two become caught in a class war between the nativist founders that rule Columbia and the rebel Vox Populi, representing the city's underclass. Armed with a bunch of weapons, some special abilities in the form of vigors, and a skyhook to help them get around,
Damn hook must be magnetized.
Booker and Elizabeth fight and forage their way from the pristine surface of Columbia into the murky mysteries that the city holds. Is it good? Let's dive in and find out. Well, firstly, the world is absolutely stunning. From the very first glimpses of Columbia through the clouds, I knew I was in love. I felt like it was a real masterclass in storytelling, slowly unfurling this magical looking city, and then bit by bit showing you just how grim the reality of this place is. And as you go along with the game, just how close the monstrousness is to the surface.
Keep you so hungry, you can't speak but to me.
There was such a joy to exploring the city. Little moments popping out and totally delighting or horrifying. The visual design of the game is top-notch. The sound design similarly does everything it needs to and supports the gameplay to perfection. I really loved how they used music in all the Bioshock games, but it was used exceptionally in this case. Particularly the little musical homages to modern music filtered through a 1910s lens. The gameplay is much like other Bioshock games, but even more polished. And due to the open nature of the world, has more verticality and more ways to approach the various challenges. You'll find yourself scavenging around for ammo or supplies, only to stumble on a whole new path or section of the world to help you progress forward. Gunplay is solid, and the use of vigors, which are this reality's version of plasmids from Bioshock 1 and 2, add some fun interactions and ways to deal with enemies along the way. Again, giving you options, ways to tackle challenges. For me, what really held this game together was the relationship between Elizabeth and Booker. There's a real warmth there that develops over the course of the game, with some ups and downs along the way. I just found the overall exploration of their dynamic as the story goes along to be one of the most satisfying aspects of the game. It's genuinely lovely and heartbreaking at points.
But if you want to stay and dance, we can.
No, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go right
The game
now.
also comes with some DLC, which is super fun, called Burial at Sea, which does an excellent job of tying the world of Bioshock Infinite with Bioshock 1 and 2's, as you find yourself in the sunken city of Rapture once again. Part 1 of Burial at Sea in the shoes of an alternate reality Booker, and Part 2 is Elizabeth. Part 2 was probably the more satisfying chapter gameplay-wise, as you were forced to approach things in a more stealth-like manner, which fit with how I imagine Elizabeth would tackle those situations. Anyway, I'll stop gushing, but honestly, Bioshock Infinite is a fantastic game. I then went on to finish it and all the DLCs after I finished capturing this gameplay footage because it got its skyhooks into me real good. If you've never played it, it's definitely one to check off your list. You won't be disappointed.
Newly come to Columbia to be watered clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord.
And that is the review. Thanks everybody for sticking around so long to watch the video. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below. Tell me about your favorite Bioshock. What's your favorite Bioshock game? What's your favorite part of the Bioshock Infinite game? And if you want to hit the like button, I'd love that. If you want to hit the subscribe button, you can do that too. And ding that bell so you get notified whenever I release reviews just like this one. I stream over on Twitch as well if you want to come follow me on Twitch. It's a fun time. Anyway, I'll catch you soon. Bye.